God. I wanted more content, and I got it. But, man, this is such a long week already. Oh, you're exhausting me now, Bungie. I do like Choir of One. Choir of One looks sick. Alright, so much has happened between the last time we were here until now, and it's kind of crazy to think that with all the news articles that have come out showing everything that's going on at Bungie, that there's much hope left for Destiny in the future. And even me, who's like a diehard Destiny fan, I'm also coming to grips with the fact that this game might not be lasting for much longer. I think this time next year, Destiny might be put in maintenance mode, or just might be completely and totally wrapped up. I'm hoping that's not the case, but let's be real. I think that might be the way this is going. What a weird feeling to know that the game that everyone has loved for so many years has really been just being held back by the studio incompetence that's happening at Bungie. I don't really blame the devs, because the devs usually make really good content. It's just the upper management constantly messing up and constantly letting the community down due to their own greed, their own stupidity, or their own lack of self-awareness, and it's just crazy, guys. I didn't even think I could make a video on everything that was happening, because so much was happening back to back that I was genuinely surprised by how much we were learning about all the behind-the-scenes stuff, how Destiny 2, the final shape, even if it did as well as it did do, it was never going to save those people's jobs. That, you know, the studio is more or less going to be slowly taken over by Sony, and that, I mean, they're losing their autonomy bit by bit, but I mean, at this point, everyone knows now that Bungie is in desperate need of a firm hand to keep them in line and to keep them on course, and they're very much been, you know, a loose cowboy for way too long, and they really just need an adult in the room to, like, really keep their stuff together. Anyways, guys, welcome back. We are back again with the Destiny 2 Echoes, Act 3, Week 1. Oh my god, it's a mouthful. And we are finally jumping into the last third of what is happening for this act, or for this season, I guess. So, or this episode, god, it's a season rank 150. It's a season, but it's episodes, Echoes, Act 3. Yikes. Okay, we're going straight to the helm, because Failsafe finally has an update for us. We've been doing a lot of recordings in the background. We're mostly through Gears of War 5. We're preparing for Space Marines when that eventually comes out. I think at this point, when this video goes live, we are 100% done with Doom Eternal for now. I think when we get closer to the Doom, the Dark Ages release date, we will jump back into Doom Eternal to actually do the Ancient Gods. Space Marines, obviously, like I said. We're still playing Master Duel in the background. My deck still hasn't shown up in that game yet. Maybe we'll do a few episodes here and there of Master Duel. I don't know. I'm still debating on that since I can't use the cards I like to use. And Helldivers, we're still playing that in the background. I think the Helldivers content for now might be where it's at, just because I don't think we're going to end up getting a whole lot more out of that. I am looking into recording other games when they eventually come out, but for now, let's just jump back into Destiny. Failsafe. What? Failsafe version 21? Oh, we were just talking to Failsafe and it's immediately playing something. Oh.
Do you still imagine all the possibilities life could have? As I did? Or has fate made other choices for us? If we are to stray from our predetermined path, our salvation requires sacrifice. I experimented to find the words that would make you understand. Make you see what I see. But for you, the cost was always too great. Lifetimes passed before I realized, for me, another us that made the right choices. A better us. A better you. Not imprisoned by fate. I do not know what that version looks like. Us. Perfected. But I will. Because though we've lost everything, I still dream of what we could be. And in one of the many iterations in which we have peace, I only want the one that is real. I will find our golden age. Our perfect future. Yours and mine. And if you cannot see why my methods are necessary, I have the tools to make you understand.
Interesting. It seems that Maya, like Saint and Osiris, went into the Veil or the Vex network, the prediction engine, to try to find a version of her lover that understood why she was trying to augment and digitize humanity. And maybe that's why she resents Saint 14 so much. Because maybe he's a reminder of Osiris and Saint making work what her and her lover tried to make work so long ago. Maybe that's what that meant. I don't know.
Did you receive the transmission from Maya Sundaresh? What did she mean when she said she'd find our golden age?
Huh.
As a golden age AI myself, I observe a negligible intersection between Maya's current behavior and the relative utopia of that time.
There was peace. We turned our focus to the stars. We weren't conquerors. We were explorers, scientists, adventurers. We reached into the unknown, not to control it, not because we were commanded to, but because we had hope. That feeling was a long time ago, but I'll never forget it.
And I'm not getting any of that from Maya. Captain, I have overridden the Vex security around the scene of your last confrontation. The coordinates are standing by. If you find Maya, tell her I reject her entire premise, and then destroy her.
Failsafe reacts to Maya Sundaresh's transmission with skepticism. Her voice is soft. We reach into the unknown, not to control it, not because we were commanded to, but because we had hope. Failsafe has overridden the lockouts around the core of Nexus. You can now return to the site of your last confrontation. Even she's struggling to, like, I'm from the Golden Age that she speaks of and that we're trying to recapture, and even I don't really understand what the hell she's talking about. Defeat the Conductor's forces in the exotic mission Encore, launched from the helm. Choir of One. The reward is the new exotic weapon. It doesn't look like we have access to those new weapons yet, because there's supposed to be, like, I think 2 more craftable weapon focusing, and then we have 1 more Marty's Retribution. Okay. Looks like we'll get a chance to do that exotic mission as well. Oh, we're literally just going in there. 1945 Encore Overture. I can do this alone. I don't need help, so let's try.
What we found here.
Overflow Repulsor Brace? Nah, we like Subsistence Onslaught. Man, that's such a long mission. Holy hell, we were slapping back and forth with the Vex here. Holy hell, that last boss fight caught me off guard. The Minotaurs were teleporting so much faster than normal. I wonder if this is a mission that was meant to be with 3 people, and maybe that would have helped us shorten some of the boss encounters, but holy heck. We did pretty well, actually. Whisper of the Worm did so much damage, especially with the artifact perks. Oh, what are the artifact perks now? Overload auto rifle, charged up. The energy cost of charged up mods is significantly reduced. Continuously damage combatants with an auto rifle grants you damage resistance. That's so good for our Subsistence Onslaught one. While you have an auto rifle equipped, defeating combatants wait, hold on. What does this do? While you have an auto rifle equipped, defeating combatants reloads your equipped weapons and temporarily increases weapon damage. Oh my god. Shock and awe. When you have an arc and prismatic subclass equipped, arced final blows while you are amplifying summons a burst of lightning that damages and jolts targets. Oh my, do I have, when you have an arc or prismatic subclass of arc, it just says arc final blows while you're amplified. Not like arc ability final blows or like arc weapon final blows. It just says arc final blows. Do I have an arc auto rifle that we could abuse? Because Rose Argo is really good for this. Because we have our subsistence one, like gives it increased reload speed and damage. Oh my god! And this thing is already a monster when it's fully ramped up. Oh boy, I wish it was arc, and then we'd be cooking.
Never trust anyone who tries to justify their actions for the greater good.
Oh.
There are hundreds of copies of Maya Sundaresh in the Vex simulation network. She knows that there's nothing we can learn from the Vex that would bring us closer to our golden age. Those times are behind us. We're here, and we have what we need. No. What Maya wants is control. And for now, she has exactly that. She has an agenda more personal than a golden age. She always does. You saw her experiments. She's iterating, using the Vex, using Chioma. We lost so much to the collapse, but this path won't lead us to anything but more loss. Guardian, work with Failsafe to get back inside Maya's facility in the center of Nessus. With more data, we can uncover her secrets and put an end to her search.
We'll do our best. Hold on a second. To learn how Failsafe plans to break Maya's encryption. We did get a lot of loot from that last mission. Perfect Paradox Dual Lordal Vorpal Weapon. Nah, I like mine better. Faithkeeper. Okay, so this is just a pinnacle drop, so we'll take that. What should we put to the max power? Whisper of the Worm is really hard to not have at max power, especially for that kind of mission. That was such a lifesaver. Our current one has Threat Detector Trench Barrel, and I actually really like this one a lot. Tactical Mad, Barrel Shroud, and I forget which masterwork it had. It's only level 13. I think it was like a range masterwork. Failsafe is it's just the... Wait, no. Failsafe is eager to help you break the conductor's encryption around her base at the center of Nessus. She indicates that a core piece of technology vital to fully unlocking her research capabilities was stolen from her wreckage by the Nessus Fallen shortly after she first crashed. Fortunately, she kept the exact coordinates of where the piece was taken all those years ago, not that she's been holding a grudge. Reclaiming the piece of Golden Age tech will allow Failsafe to restore access. She uploads the coordinates to your HUD. Find the stolen age components in the Rift Lost sectors on Nessus. Okay, how much more is left of the week? Where are we going? We're back to Nessus, right? And then we have to go to a Lost sector. Whew, it's been a long week so far. I'm getting tired. Man, I was expecting this to be a quick in and out. Probably could have made that, exotic mission like its own separate video. Choir of One. I like it. It looks cool. Sounds okay. Its base model could look a little bit different. Not a fan of the Ishtar Collective. It looks like a really, like a crazy prototype weapon for sure. How much damage does this do? Oh, not bad. Oh, it deals really high damage, actually. Okay, so it's less of an auto rifle and more like a scout rifle for its speed, and it deals not like scout rifle damage, it deals like rapid fire sniper rifle damage. Okay.
Okay, Captain. If we're going to bring any kind of fight to the conductor, I'll need to reclaim some of my original Exodus Black tech.
My question is, what happens if I shoot this hipfire shot and I'd only have like 4 rounds? Does it shoot only 4? Oh, it does. Oh man, I thought you can get at least 5 rounds out of it. All right, well, sure. It deals like 13,000 damage per shot. I wonder if this is just a better version of like what's it called? Like a rocket pistol. It's like an auto rifle shotgun combo because you don't really want to hip fire this thing unless you're barrel stuffing it. It's not like a DPS weapon, but it's kind of like a dual purpose weapon like Hawkmoon, where Hawkmoon's really good for ad clear and it can do boss DPS, while this thing is very good for mostly just like ad clear. It deals high damage to combatants with just like the precision damage. Even like body shot damage, this deals like sniper rifle level damage. I was saying like 16,000 per hit on like at level activity stuff. I'm like, holy hell, this does so much damage. The hip fire with the exploding like wyvern bullets, I thought was going to be like a rocket pistol where like you could kill yourself if you barrel stuff somebody, but no, it actually, you can't really hurt yourself with it. Although it does have the ability to possibly like collateral people with it. I wonder how you would use this in Crucible. I wonder how many, you must get like a full magazine in the Crucible, like 1 magazine. All right, we're upgrading Failsafe one more time. Ooh. Speak with Failsafe. Hello, Captain. I have completed another full systems upgrade. This time it went perfectly. I am perfect in every way. Drops in pitch, or at least my new research bays are, I guess. Failsafe voices again. I documented my changes. Failsafe 3.0 patch notes. Perfected research bays installed. Perfected radiolite sampler crafted. Processing power increased by 42%. Rolled back sarcasm limiters. Oh. Increased hot and cold storage range by what the hell? 68,000, 98,000%? 96? Favorite color range expanded, sure. An extremely powerful sampling to a courtesy of Failsafe's continued research efforts allows you to collect these types of radiolaria from episode echo activities. Iridescent, ivory, crimson, golden, azure, emerald, violet. Due to the iridescent radiolite's unstable nature, it has a temporary tendency to denature into simpler forms of radiolite during the sampling process. Storage capacity is up to 2,000. You place the specimen in one of Failsafe's new research bays. Hello, Captain. I have undergone an almost full upgrade. This includes improving specimens, analysis, having favorite colors, and friendship. I hope you appreciate all 3. Oh, this is just her upgrade for her seasonal activity stuff. Okay. That's not necessarily something we have to do right now. And she gives us the ability to do this. Yeah, that'll help us focus the last little bits of her engrams. Okay, that's mostly that. What about the weekly story? Help Failsafe discover specimen Nest-007 and discover its secrets? Do I have anything else to input into these things? No. Are we looking for, like, another frog or something? Okay, back to this. But Failsafe, where are we going? Help Failsafe research. Oh, okay. Are we done with the week yet? Oh my god, we are not done yet. Oh, wow, this is going to be a really long research quest. Help Failsafe research specimen Nest-007 and discover its secrets. Nest-007. Defeat Vex with solar damage to weaken their armor plating and expose more memory cores. Showing signs of being updated by an outside user. Other Vex should be checked for similar signs of manipulation. Oh boy, holy hell. This is such a long week, especially with that exotic mission, because that was the very first thing on the list. Whew. Alright, we're gonna do this part, and we're gonna cut back when we actually find whatever this research specimen is, guys. I'll see you guys here in a second.
Should know about what we've discovered here. Nyamuna is Sandaresh's legacy. Her experiments, however inhumane, became the foundation of the Cloud Arc.
Do you think she knows how Dr. Essie used her research?
I imagine she views that information as immaterial. She's not concerned with Nyamuna. She seeks the Golden Age before its founding. She has a singular goal and will pursue it without distraction.
Woo! Alright, it took us a minute to get all that stuff done, but we finally got it finished. I was just inquire of one for parts of this mission, and I'm not gonna lie, I actually like it a lot. I like the quick zaps for damage it does. I'm not too crazy about the model for the weapon. I kind of wish this was like New Age Vex tech, because we don't have any exotic that looks like it's from the future Vex timeline. But I guess this is supposed to be like some sort of throwback to like the Golden Age or whatever. Okay, we finally have everything done for Failsafe. As you upload the most recently gathered data into Failsafe's system, she activates her remote uplink, and her helm holographic projector blinks. I have something for you, Captain, she says excitedly. Her assistants whir as she imitates a transmat. It took me a while to replicate, but you've helped me with so much I wanted to return the favor. There's oh, wait, no, this is just the
Captain,
weekly stuff. Never mind.
I was able to access the memory cores of the exos you found.
They were not pleasant. But they did have access codes and geological data about minerals. Not a thrilling read, but the descrambled codes might open up some doors. I'll send them to you.
Okay, so we decrypted the exo mines. Failsafe did not enjoy her task of combining through the exo prototype you brought her and is relieved to declare herself finished at last. Along with a set of access codes she's pulled from the specimen, Failsafe passes you her full report. A discarded exo chassis interrogated by the conductor. Specimen name exo prototype number 314. appears to have archived sentience and has its own specific personality. It is unknown why it was discarded. Exo mission hub key unlocks a new hub in the exotic mission Encore. Oh. Travel to the helm to place your exo prototype in your specimen collection. This unlocks a new section, a new area in the Encore mission. Oh. It's definitely a woman's upper body. I didn't even know exos could have tops like that. Normal exo eye in one socket, and then has like a weird Vex eye in the other. And it looks like it's made of like not Vex. Looks like it's made with Vex materials because it's bronze coloring. Interesting. That's it from Failsafe now, right? Visit the holographic projector again. Oh my god.
Hello, Guardian. Failsafe asked that I take over briefing duties while she works on her research.
Okay.
We were speaking earlier. She had disengaged her filter, so she used her rain cloud voice. And she asked how it felt when I took the memories of the other saint. I told her it was like becoming more myself. That saint and me, we are the same. But there was one important difference. You, Guardian. The other saint, he died alone. But I met you after Osiris sent you to find me. You gave me hope in my darkest time. I fought to live up to your example. That is how I survived. And slowly I found I was no longer living for you. You were good to have around, do not misunderstand, but I was living for me. I told this to Failsafe, and she was quiet for a long time. Then she said she had to feed her frog, and I left.
Huh.
But I think it was a good talk.
Interesting. Again, I hope we give Failsafe the Rasputin treatment and just put her in an exo body already. I think she's been on Nessus long enough. I mean, Nessus can still be her command post where she can, like, integrate with that, like, her actual ship wreckage that's there, but she's been doing so much for us in this season. I feel like we should just yank her out of there and put her in one of these prototype exo Vex combo things to help us take care of, like, have, like, a really good shot at taking on the Vex in the future. Saint 14 greets you from the holographic projector. He is handling the comms to let Failsafe focus on researching the readings from Maya's laboratory at the planet's core. He had been speaking with Failsafe. She has been disengaged. She had disengaged her filter, so she used her rain cloud voice. And she asked what it felt like to take the memories of his other self. He told her his other self was almost identical, aside from the one important difference, us, the Guardian. He says Failsafe was quiet afterwards, seemingly lost in thought. I think it was a good talk. I wonder if she's going to try to... Is she trying to look for her version of herself inside the timeline? Okay, finally the week is over. Holy hell, this is one hell of a long week in terms of content. We were in there for a really long time. I mean, I don't know if I even have deep sights left anymore. Oh, I do have deep sights harmonizers. I mean, why not? We're not using them for much else anyways. Gets closer to this. This machine gun might be able to cook as well if we get a good copy of it. We're going to integrate this into our hammerhead. I mean, our hammerhead is like is godly as well. Don't get me wrong, but you know, it's, new toys are always better to play with. Okay, weekly terminal mission finally.
Guardian, I bring an invitation. It's not too late to accept. Everything I do is for the sake of a second golden age. I return to what we have all lost. The witness's failure showed that homogeny is fragile. Strength rises from individuality. It rejected the lesson of its own memory. Commander Takal's strength was their individual perspective. Their skill at directing an army. Not a hive mind. The echo of command and I were equally shapeless before we joined. It reformed my consciousness even as I made it into my mantle. Power joined to individual will. This is the key. Commander Takal lacked one, and the witness lacked the other. I hold both. With the Echo, I encouraged my Vex's individuality. I commanded your ally. With more application, could anything lie beyond my reach? I have the will and power to create a new golden age. I am no tyrant. The conductor listens to her chorus. Join it and be heard. I'm sure we'd both prefer you make that choice for yourself. But believe me, that isn't necessary.
She's implying that, oh, like, I would like you to make the choice for yourself, but don't misunderstand. If you don't, I will make it for you. Like, and that's both like the classic bad guy thing, like, oh, if you don't choose to side with me, I'm gonna make you choose to side with me for you. But it's also in a very literal sense that she can very much compel us to fight for her. And weirdly, she hasn't tried it yet. I'm not too sure why.
That means something in frog.
So she's trying to bring on a second golden age, and she brings up a good point where the witness is failing, is that he thought unity through homogenization, or unity through consolidating everyone's consciousness together, was the way to achieve pure perfection. But she's like, that's where his perspective failed him, because he obviously lost thinking that that was the case. It's like, I am offering true individualism amongst a hive mind of beings who've only ever thought for one thing and not for themselves, and now I want to bring on a second golden age. Although I don't know why she would I mean, she's obviously someone who's always fought for a new golden age to come into fruition, but like, she's trying to force something on us that we don't want or are asking for. If it was an option, some people would take it, but if it's being forced upon us, no one would want to have it. And I think that's what she's not doing well with her master plan, that she's trying to force this second golden age on us versus gradually introducing it through different means. But I mean, she's just tired of waiting. She's been in that she's been in that infinite forest for who knows how long at this point, and her time is stretched differently than ours, where like, she's only been missing for a few, 100 years on the outside world. Inside the Infinite Forest, she might have been stuck in there for thousands of years with all the different timelines she's explored. So, yeah, I'm not surprised that she's gone a little bit crazy, and she's a little, even torturing her own, like, wife's, like, replica to, like, form a baseline of reality for her exominds is crazy. It's weird, but okay. It's truly diabolical stuff, but it's whatever. I think at this point, guys, we're gonna stop here and call this week for week 1. I think I might just do the whole exotic mission on its own episode and just call it what it is for that. Just because it's a really long encounter to start with, and holy hell, I was not expecting that for that exotic mission. It was fun, you know, just exploring the area and kind of learning our way through it. And I thought, like, okay, we have the 2 bosses for, like, the, for the, what's it called? The 2 bosses for the Dread. I'm like, okay, they're here to stop us, and, like, it's whatever, we'll take them down. Oh, it's not over, it keeps going. It's like, alright, more parkouring, more puzzle solving, fine, that's whatever. Oh, there's, like, Maya Cinderush's base camp, like, oh, okay, so this is where we're gonna get the final thing from. Nope, it keeps going, there's another boss fight. And I'm like, oh my god, it's so long, and I was so tired by the end of it. And then it was like, oh yeah, the weekly story mission's not over yet, you gotta keep going. And I'm like, oh my god, are you serious? We just kept going. I, like, saved up all my seasonal challenges, so let's turn them all in now. I just went from, like, 151. Look at my level climbing! All these challenges I've just been saving up. Look at how much our look at all that experience we got just now. 2.9 million experience. We went from our season pass of level of like 151 to 190. We've almost maxed out the season pass in the first week alone. And this is with me like casually playing, by the way. Oh my god, there's so much extra stuff we unlocked. Anyways, guys, yeah, we're gonna call it here for this episode. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like down below and be sure to subscribe. Sorry we had to open this week with a real, you know, downer of a tone and downer of like an update of what's happening with Bungie, but I mean, I think it's time that Bungie gets a firm hand from Sony and they're told exactly what to do and how to do it. Sony has a reputation of making good games, and yeah, Bungie doesn't want to lose their autonomy. They're used to doing things a certain way, but you know what, dude? Your track record shows that the certain way that you guys are used to doing things is killing your company and killing your game and making you lose unnecessarily large amounts of employees. There's an alternate timeline somewhere where Bungie is thriving with all their employees still, and this game is in a very different state. It's funny because this season is delving into alternate timelines, and yeah, I can see the irony behind that, where they're like, oh yeah, this will never come to bite us in the butt. I'm like, nope, it for sure did. Anyways, guys, we'll see you guys all in the next one. Take care.